What is a credit report? Let's talk about what a credit report is. But first, why do they even exist? Let's say a girl you know from school forgot her pencil and would like to borrow one from you. What's your thought process? Probably something like this. She's my friend and will probably give it back. After all, it's just a pencil. I'll loan her a pencil. Now, let's say a new girl comes to class and asks to borrow a pencil. You don't know her and have no idea if she would give the pencil back. You might be inclined to think more carefully about loaning her a pencil. Now let's go back to your friend. She forgot her phone and wants to borrow yours. This isn't just a pencil anymore, is it? Thoughts may run through your head like, what if she drops it? And what if she looks at my text messages? But you may think, she's my friend and she's never not given me back my phone before. It's probably okay. Now that the stakes are higher, you have to put more consideration into the loan. Now let's go back to the new girl. She asks to use your phone. What do? You may think, I don't know anything about this girl. She may be trying to steal my phone. Now the stakes are higher and you have very little information about the borrower's intention to give the phone back. You may be inclined to deny her request. So, when the stakes are lower and you know a lot about your borrower, it's easier for you to justify the loan, like with your friend borrowing a pencil. When the stakes are high, like with the phone, and a stranger wants to borrow, it's a pretty clear no. But what about when the stakes are lower, but it's a stranger? Or the stakes are higher, but it's your friend? All of these factors make it very complicated with borrowing and lending. With real-life loans, all of these complications come into play. The anonymity of borrowers is the problem that lenders have. They don't know you, and they don't know if you're a reliable person who will pay back the loan, or if you're kind of a slacker and will put off paying until you're threatened with legal action. It's impossible for them to know this about all the people who apply for credit. So what's the solution? A credit report. A credit report will quickly and reliably help the lender decide if the borrower is worthy of credit or credit worthy. There are 3 main credit bureaus that are authorized to seek out and retain information on you. They are required by law to allow you to have a free credit report once per 12 months. Now, that's not necessarily a credit score. While a credit score is generated by these 3 bureaus using the information in the credit reports, they are not always offered together. The credit score is not required to be offered for free, so it's usually offered for a price. If you purchase a credit score, it may be displayed on your credit report or on a different document altogether. Also, the 3 bureaus may all have different scores for you because they all have a slightly different way of calculating credit scores. Because you can get one report every 12 months from all 3 bureaus, some people stagger their reports every 4 months. For example, I can get my Experian report in January, my Equifax report in May, and my TransUnion report in September. Then in January, I can start the whole process over. This way I can keep track of my report 3 times per year and not have to pay. There are 3 important borrower qualities a credit report assesses: your character, your capacity, and your collateral. But what do those 3 things mean? Well, first, your character. is important information that lenders gather about a borrower's willingness to repay a loan. Character information includes previous repayment history, how often and how much you borrow, and stability, such as the length of time at your current employer or at your current address. Your capacity is information that creditors gather about a borrower's ability to repay a loan. Questions about capacity deal with your earnings, your other debts, your monthly expenses or obligations that will consume a borrower's income. Now, collateral. That is the protection for creditors in the event they are not repaid. Basically, it's the assets that a creditor could collect to pay them back, such as savings, property, or other investments. Lenders look at the credit report and try to assess the qualities of a person. It's not perfect, but it is efficient. By law, creditors cannot use certain information about you when deciding to loan you money or extend credit. Examine the images here. Can you figure out what information creditors cannot use? Well, they can't use your age, they can't use your gender, your race, your marital status, your religion, or your nationality. That's by law, and it helps keep an even playing field for everyone when trying to get credit or loans. So, now you know more about credit reports.